Hi, I'm Monica with the Stop Mandated Shunning Project, where we call out religions and other groups that use organized ostracism to abuse their members. So this was me 8 years ago. Because of my personal history as a faithful JW for many years, I often get the question, if I see Jehovah's Witnesses out in public, should I approach them and try to talk to them, and what should I say? Well, my answer is maybe, if you do it the right way. Do not approach Jehovah's Witnesses and try to argue doctrine or ideology with them. You will get absolutely nowhere. They are highly trained on how to respond to any argument you care to make, and the bottom line is they're not going to think about it for themselves. They're not going to reason on what you're saying. They're going to believe whatever their leadership tells them to believe. If, however, you just want to make them think and put a little crack in their armor, you should talk about human rights violations. There are many to choose from, and I personally would choose shunning. Be sure to make a difference between membership in the church and the shunning policy. A Jehovah's Witness will not understand the difference. They will think that it's exactly the same thing, but it's important that you understand and make that distinction for them. It's okay for the church to revoke someone's membership, and it's okay for a member to cancel their membership. Why is it necessary to then shun them afterward? That's the problem. That's the human rights violation. When I was a Jehovah's Witness, I spent thousands of hours speaking to thousands of people. And of course, I don't remember most of those conversations, but there are a couple that stand out to me. And one of them was a man that questioned me about the shunning policy. At the time, I defended it up and down. I explained that we needed to keep the congregation clean, but it made me think because I could see that my arguments were not convincing, and it was embarrassing. High control religious groups put a lot of effort into maintaining a squeaky clean image. They tell themselves and others that they are the happiest people, the most pure, the most righteous. When you bring up a human rights violation, that is an embarrassment. That is something that will stick in their head because it doesn't fit with the narrative. What about other high control groups? Should you talk to them? My advice would be the same. Focus on human rights. Maybe you are buying furniture from an Amish man, or maybe you see Scientologists and they are offering e-meter readings. I would always encourage people to avoid doctrine and talk about human rights abuses. And personally, I think it's easiest to talk about the mandated shunning policy.